I haven't even been out here for like 5 minutes and people are already being weird. Alright, we're out here today on the mean streets of LA, gonna deliver some food to some hungry people. Right now I'm about to get myself a Starbucks, get myself some coffee, and get this day going. Started pretty late today, well late for me, about 11:30, gonna be 12 actually, so that only leaves us about 3-ish hours worth of dashing. So we're having a little issue with Doordash right now. I'll tell you guys about it once I'm done. Alright, so we got our coffee and we got our first order. Well, it's actually not the first order, I've actually had a couple of them, but I'm having this issue. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this one. This is 1.7 miles for $5.50. It's going into downtown, which is where we want to go. So let's go ahead and accept it. But yeah, the issue that I'm having is that I've gotten about 4 orders already since turning on the app. But the map above what the order is, that usually shows you kind of where you're going, like this one did, is just black. There's nothing there, so it won't tell you how far it is. And I got a couple good ones that I was kind of upset about having to decline. At least they looked good, you know. You don't know until you see the mileage. But I got like a $12 one, a $13 one, and a couple 6s, and I had to decline them all because I didn't know where the hell they were going. I didn't want to accept it and then find out I was going like 20 miles out of the way or something, so they had to get declined. But we got a decent one right here. Gonna knock it out. I don't even know where this order was going, and I looked at it forever. To the meat melt. I don't know where that is, but let's go find it. I haven't even been out here for like 5 minutes and people are already being weird. The little scooter did all that nonsense and I'm right next to him again. Let's go. Yeah, alright everyone, welcome back to the void. See, if I would have known for sure it was in here, I could have got here a lot quicker because I could have just parked in the back and came down the backside, which was probably like a whole 5 minutes faster than this took me, but I wasn't sure, mainly because I didn't look at the damn map, which is not really a good thing to do, but here we are. Okay, where am I? Have to go to the melt. I'm going to assume, since I don't see it out here, that it's going to be in the food court. Well, let's see if this place is alive again, because last time I was here, this place was dead, but now it looks like it's back to life. Alright, there we go, the melt. Oh yeah, all these, like, there's only 2 things that were open. It was Five Guys and the salad place, for some reason. But all these other ones were empty. Empty and closed. How you doing? I have a delivery for Mason. Oh, okay. Alright, thank you. And shakes inside of here? Okay. Thanks. See, this is the other thing I don't like about the drinks in the bag thing. You got a nice icy cold shake in here with a warm sandwich. One of 2 things is gonna happen. The sandwich is gonna get cold, or the shake is gonna start to melt. Neither one of those things sounds delicious. I mean, if I had to pick one, I guess I would pick the sandwich getting cold because cold sandwiches are not really a problem. But hot shakes are not that good. But you did get a snickerdoodle shake, which does sound pretty good. I'll come back here just to try that. Alright, looks like we're gonna be going to an apartment complex. Hopefully it doesn't cost me 30 years of my life to get this done. So as I was saying in my last video before I was so rudely interrupted, I was kind of tripping out on my whole bag situation. When I'm on this bike and I have my backpack and the drink carrier, everything seems fine. There's no issues. I have room for everything. I've had some pretty big orders and I've been able to carry them, and I don't really have any fitment issues or, you know, trying to get multiple orders in a bag. Now on my Cub, I have a significantly larger bag on all dimensions. It's longer, it's taller. Actually, you know what? It might not be as tall, but it's definitely longer and wider. And I always seem to have a problem fitting orders in there. I don't know if it's just the dimensions are just a little wonky or what it is about that bag in particular. I don't know if it's just bigger in all the wrong places, but I seem to have a much easier time with this bag than that bag. And I just find it interesting because it's a bigger bag. Granted, it's not as tall, so that might be the issue, since in this bag I can put orders on top of each other, and that one I kind of have to lay them out. But I'm going to be making some custom dividers to go in the bag to try to, you know, just make things fit a little better, especially a second level, because even though it's not as tall, I can still fit some, you know, normal sized bags on top of each other. It's just that one doesn't come with a divider to put things on top of each other. It comes with I guess a horizontal divider. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. No, it's not horizontal. It comes with an up and down divider. Lateral, I guess. I don't know. 928. I don't see 928. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right here. So hopefully I don't need a key fob or anything. I did need an access code to get inside, which luckily I was able to get inside without it. This guy's lucky that there was people coming in and in the elevator at the same time, as I needed to get in and up the elevator. Or else this would have been a bad drop off. I would have been stuck outside. There's a hand to me. I was about ready just to drop it off. And he's not answering. Hi, for Mason. There you go, sir. Enjoy. Yeah, this is a delivery that could have turned pretty crappy for me. But thank you, kind citizens of this complex. We got another order coming in. Ooh, this one's good. 0.9 for $5.50. These are seriously the slowest elevators in the history of elevators. See, I'm glad this time I actually looked at my phone, because I was gonna hop on my bike and follow the directions, and then I realized that it's just taking me around the block. So I turned around and I noticed this ramen place right here, and I was like, oh, Dune is literally just around the corner, so we're gonna walk it instead of driving around the block. Alright, here we go. Who do we got? Mia. Hello, hello. I got a pickup for Mia. Alright, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can knock this out real quick and get another order going. So I've been seeing a lot of people using, electric vehicles for this delivery stuff. I don't know, I just kind of want to throw my little 2 cents about that. So I get the allure of using electric vehicles for delivery, or even Uber. That's what I've been seeing a lot of lately, is Uber, Teslas and stuff like that. And I get the allure. You're getting rid of a lot of maintenance costs and oil changes, gas, and other things that you don't necessarily need to repair on an electric engine or an electric setup versus, an internal combustion setup. But here's my concern: the high cost of repair. I'm going to use a motorcycle for example, because that's what I'm on. Motorcycles have been around for a very long time. The parts for them have been made for a very long time. There's pretty much a standard to most things you can get on a motorcycle. You need tires, you can find tires. You need brakes, you can find brakes. You need a whole new engine, you can probably scour eBay and find a good deal on a used engine. Right here. Appreciate you, boss. Hi, how you doing? I have a delivery for the 26th floor.
26, you're gonna have to call them to come down.
Okay. Hi, Mia. This is your food delivery. All right, the customer's coming down. Here you go.
Thanks so much.
All right, enjoy. All right, so let me just lay it out for you real quick. So you have cost of repairs, which is someone actually doing the work, and then the cost of parts, which is going to depend on how scarce they are. And I mean, I could just be talking out of my what. From my understanding, these are relatively new to the private sector, at least these high-powered ones. And these companies, they're just kind of going all out with all these designs and different things. So there's no real standardized part. That's going to affect the pricing a lot. You got to find someone who can repair them, or teach yourself. We got another order coming in. We're gonna decline that today. Normally we would take it, but I want to get something shorter. And then you got to find the parts for it. And I don't know, it just seems like it's not at the point yet where this stuff is cheap. It still seems like it's kind of expensive, because I've seen some YouTubers and vloggers that use these scooters not just for deliveries but for other things, and when their scooter goes down, it takes them a while to get it back up. Almost anything on a motorcycle, granted it's not some major issue, I could take it to the shop and get it fixed in less than 30 minutes. And it's the same problem with Teslas. You can't just take it to any mechanic. You have to find someone who can work on that, and then everything is expensive on a damn Tesla. Batteries are a big expense on those things, and those have a definitive lifespan. See, this is the issue I was talking about. $11.50, but I don't know where the hell it's going, and I want to take it because it looks good. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to be going around all these random places. I've had to throw back so many orders because of that, and it's frustrating. We got another The Melt for $4 for 1.2 miles. We're not going to be doing that one either. Let's pull over real quick because we got another order. 2.5 miles for $12. Two pickup. Is that two? That doesn't look like 2.5 miles. Oh, well, it's all going to the same place. So yeah, we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and take that. Boba Time LA. Apparently it's here. But where is here? It's apparently across the street. But yeah, see, like, unlike a internal combustion engine, where yes, it's gonna, the performance is gonna go down a little bit as the vehicle gets older, but it's not.
heard that you've been talking some smack.
Not the same as an electric vehicle. Electric vehicles, their power goes down and their charge hold goes down, and then their charge time goes up. So you got a lot of negatives that comes with an aging electric vehicle. To me, it just seems like you're deferring the problem of maintenance costs rather than actually saving on it. All right, let's boba time. How you doing? I have a pickup for Elisa. What was that? I've never done that. How do you do that? Thank you. That was the first time I've had to do that. I wonder what the point of that was. Anyways, yeah, it just seems like you're just deferring the cost, because eventually you're gonna have to replace something on that. Eventually your battery's gonna go bad, and yeah, it's probably gonna be a good time down the line. But I've always been a just take care of it sooner rather than later, because it's usually cheaper if you take care of it sooner. And I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. In the long run, it just seems like something like a motorcycle would be cheaper, because I mean you could even buy them cheap. I don't think there's that many used electric scooters on the market right now. It's hard to tell, you know, a good used electrical item. All you can do is turn it on. If it runs, it runs. But outside of that, unless you have a whole electrical check system, you're pretty much just kind of banking on faith. Where, you know, one of these, you can look at things. There's certain things you can look at. I mean, a new scooter is going to run you about what, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a good one. I'm not talking for a cheap one that's actually going to make it worth it for you to do deliveries on. But you can buy, I bought this motorcycle for less than $2,000, and the Cub I just bought also less than $3,000, and the maintenance and gas on them are cheap. Even for this thing, which is the bigger motorcycle, which uses a lot more gas than the Cub, it still uses a lot less gas than a car. So the benefit ratio doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense when you're doing an electric vehicle versus a internal combustion. You know, if you start kind of talking about cars, it's a whole different situation. But a motorcycle to almost any electric vehicle, you can get them repaired faster. You can find parts everywhere. The maintenance is cheap and the gas isn't too terrible. Where I think once you balance everything out, I still think the internals are cheaper and a better way to go. Okay, we're here at Lala's. Let's grab this food. Hi, I have a pickup for Elisa. Elisa? Awesome. Thank you very much. I don't know, what do you guys think? Those of you who actually own these electric vehicles and preferably do stuff like this on these electric vehicles that actually use them. Because if you're going to use them for personal reasons, just, you know, putting around and going to work, commuting, that's a whole different story when you're really packing on the miles on these things like you are when you're doing deliveries or, you know, being a taxi. Alright, Elisa looks like she's got herself a nice little meal time ready to go, so let's go ahead and get that to her. Alright, so it should be here somewhere.
Later. In the void.
I'm right over here. I'll be right there. All right, so let's get your boba and your empanadas. So there is your boba, and here is your food.
Awesome.
All right, enjoy. Okay, so that worked out beautifully. Whoa. No, I took this because it was $12. You guys saw that. Now it says $8. Oh, okay. 2 different deliveries. I was worried there for a minute. Okay, I earned a little bit more. Total was higher. Ooh, this one looks nice. Oh, and it's gonna take me up higher in the area I kind of want to be. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, and the pickup is just down the street. Okay, wait. Wants me to go over here. Okay. No, we're gonna have to do Google again because this thing does not know where the hell I'm at. Okay, so it's down the street. Let's get this light. What the hell? Where is this place at? Hey, quick question. Do you know where Parada is?
Parada is going to be at, I believe they're at Crafted Kitchen. So the door that right up over here by where the pop-up sign is right there, from outside and they'll come out.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, it's right there. I see it now. Well, this is new. Pickup area. Caller text. Okay, I guess I gotta call this place. Hi, I have a pickup. I'm outside right here in the pickup area. Alright, thank you. Delicious bean water. Hope this doesn't take like another 5-10 minutes, because then it's not going to make it worth it. Waiting always makes nothing worth it.
One eternity later.
We got the order and we're on our way to the customer. I actually forgot my GoPro was off for a minute there. I turned it off to just save battery and memory because I was waiting so damn long. I'm glad I realized it and I'm glad I noticed. If not, I would have just been talking to myself for the next couple hours. Dude, this order would have been perfect if it wasn't for that wait time. The one thing I liked about this order is it was, you know, there's 4 miles. 4 miles is kind of far, but the thing is I was on the far east side of downtown LA, and this order is going to the west side of downtown LA, so it's not actually taking me out of my area, it's actually just keeping me in the area. I just get to drive farther in where more orders are. So this is actually a great long order because, one, it does pay more than the $2 per mile, because I think it's like 10 miles and it pays a little bit more than 14, and the mileage is mileage I had to drive anyways. I just really hope there's no liquids in this thing. I looked at the order and it didn't look like it, but this is one of those restaurants where they pack everything in a giant bag for some reason with a lot of space, versus, you know, a smaller bag and kind of compact everything and put it on top of each other. They're into this whole giant bag, so you get this giant presentation, and it's like, for, you know, for takeout, yeah, go ahead, whatever. But if you're giving it to delivery people, don't give them this giant freaking bag. A giant takeout bag is kind of on the no-fly list for me. It just takes up a lot of space, and then everything is so spaced out when it doesn't need to be. It's just more hassle than it's worth. But sit back, enjoy the ride on the Sunset Strip, and I'll see you when we get to the drop-off. Should be here somewhere. Oh, right there, 1549. Let's go ahead and just scooch on in right here. Were you guys gonna park here? Oh, okay, no problem. All right, so we're here. Now let's figure out what the hell these delivery instructions were. Okay, mailboxes, succulents. Yes, I think it's this one. So now I gotta make my way back into the heart of the city to get some more orders, but I want to check out these stairs that I saw real quick. These things are steep. They'd make amazing exercise stairs. Is it this one? Avalon Street? Oh yeah. Check these things out. Look at that. I don't know if you can grasp it by the wide angle of this camera, but first of all, this hill is steep. Look at these freaking stairs. Oh, that must be intense. I wonder if this is a thing, like a runner's thing. They look kind of dirty. It doesn't look like anybody really goes up them. But man, those are steep. Man, this hill's steep. I have to be careful on my U-turn here. Oh, I almost fell. Oh. And down it goes. All right. Let's pick you back up. All right. Everything good? Everything good? No leaking. Shifter's still good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Radiator good. Everything good. Cool. Seems like we are good. So let's get the hell off of this goddamn hill. Oh, because I wanted to check out some goddamn stairs. Bike turns back on. Luckily, I didn't have any food. Handlebars aren't bent. Windshield isn't cracked. It is scratched though. This thing is really bent, but yeah. See, these are the kind of things that wouldn't happen with a smaller motorcycle, because if it was gonna fall over, I would have just put my foot down and I would have been able to hold up the actual weight. This thing's a different story.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Alright, we got an order coming in from Uber Eats, 4.4 miles for $6.59. We're not gonna do that. Got another one coming in. This one looks good. Let's see. Safely pull over right here. A single delivery, 4.8 miles for $16.25. Now that is a delivery. It's at Chick-fil-A, which is gonna take a minute, so we know we don't have to rush. Looks like we got the whole squad here. A lot of these delivery people just waiting around. I got Brian M.
Brian M. That's like the 4th, 5th time I've seen Brian M. I can go check real quick, but we don't have a Brian. Let me go ask. Over here for Leslie. Carry out for T. Carry out for
So it's not there at all?
No, it's not there.
I'm doing good. How about yourself? And while I'm on hold with Uber Eats, I'm getting another one of these orders where I can't even see the distance. But you know what? We're on the last hour. I'm gonna accept it, just see what the hell happens. Okay, it's actually across the street, so let's go ahead and do this, and we'll be back. How you doing? Give me 1 second. This app is kind of freaking out for Doordash, but just gotta get it to actually start working. For Grace M. Appreciate it. Thank you. Are there any drinks in here?
Sorry?
Are there any drinks in here?
No.
No? Perfect. Thank you. All right. Let's see if the mileage on this thing was freaking horrible. No, that'll be all. Have a good one, Rafi. Thank you. You, young lady, are asking for a skin graft. Hope he's a good driver. All right, so we're here at 225. First, let's see if we can open the door. No, we cannot. Okay. Let's call Grace and see if we can get a number. Hi, for Grace? Okay, perfect. I was just calling for the code. Here.
They don't even give it to us. It's really stupid.
You want me to give it to you here or walk with you to your...
Give it to
Okay.
me. If it's like one bag, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just one bag. All right.
Thank
There you go.
so much.
Have a good one. Enjoy. She said they don't even give them the code. That is weird. All right, closed out that delivery, and the total was higher. Look at that. It was supposed to be $14. I got $16. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and call it for today. And we didn't do too well. I think 3 hours. We only made about 50 bucks. Most of that was due to these freaking mystery orders, man. I had to decline so many orders because I didn't know where the hell it was going. I just finally said screw it on that last one and just accepted it. Luckily it worked out, but there was no guarantee that the other ones were gonna work out too. So we'll take the L today. It's not like we were completely empty-handed. $50 is still $50. And we ended up getting some total is higher, so... Hi. No, I'm on order. Just because I look like a delivery driver?